Good day, guys, and you're welcome back to our channel once again. Just now, Blum has released their airdrop tokenomics, and here I want to give you a breakdown of what you should expect ahead of the listing. Okay, so if you're on the channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and turn on our notifications so that you get all our updates as soon as we drop them. Now, looking into the official announcements channel, you see the total token supply is 1 billion Bloom. Okay. So out of that 1 billion Bloom, the strategic investors has 15.8%, contributors 16.1%, the treasury is 28.28%, then the ecosystem growth is 20%, then the community is 20%. So the treasury has the majority of the total supply. And for we, the community and the airdroppers, we are going to have 20% of the total supply. So, and the 20% of 1 billion is just 200 million. All right. So it doesn't stop there. Here is the breakdown of how the airdrop is going to be at TGE. Okay. So starting with the community, you know that the top community supply is 20%, that is 200 million total supply, right? Out of the 1 billion supply. Now, out of the 20%, 50% of the 20%, that is 10% now, is allocated to the pre-launch airdrop. So don't get me wrong. Out of the 200 million supply, 100 million supply is allocated to the pre-launch airdrop, which include the drop game, the referrals you have, the meme pad users, and other activities. So right now they are telling us that the drop game, the referrals, as well as meme pad users have the upper hand before those that participated in other activities. So if you don't have much referrals or you do not play much drop game, I doubt you are going to have much allocation. As well as if you do not trade with their meme pad, then you don't expect much from the first 50%. Now, the remaining 50%, that is the 100 million supply, is reserved for post launch rewards. That is, after the TGE, it's going to be used as rewards, perhaps for those that staked the Bloom. Okay. Now, still from the first 50%, from this 50% here, 30% of this same 50% will just be unlocked at TGE, with the remaining 70% vesting nearly over 6 months. This is, I don't know. So I'm saying out of the 100 supply, all right, 30 million is what we are going to get during the TGE. Just 30 million supply. I know how many million people are on Bloom. Just on their channel, you can see they have 26.6 million subscribers. Okay. So the remaining 70 million is going to be vested for almost 6 months. And you know what you used to expect after vesting and unlock and everything. Most times the price used to drop. Okay. So now, so this is telling us that we are not going to expect much at TGE. Get me right. At TGE, you might not expect much. Maybe you don't have much supply, or even when you have much supply, the price and everything is not going to be favorable. But then until then, we cannot say. But this is giving us an insight of what we should expect during the TGE. So, and the remaining one is for the ecosystem growth, then the treasury as well as contributors. But here is our main concern. All right, this is our main concern. So just 100 million at TGE. Out of that, 30 million is what we are going to get at the TGE. Then The remaining one that is for us, the remaining 70 for us, 70% for us is going to be vested for nearly 6 months. At least that's the end of 2025, right? So my candid advice is you should lower your expectation about Bloom, because if you notice Bloom, you know that people with much referrals are given the priority, because initially those that are influencers were given the opportunity to refer much people as much as possible, whereas we and other users were just limited to 10 referrals until recently when they now changed to everybody. So this is about Bloom, and the listing is just ahead of us. As you all know, the snapshot has been taken, the daily checking has stopped, and all of that. So, and I hope you do find it useful. Stay with us as we'll be giving you every necessary update you need to know ahead of the listing. And don't forget to subscribe again and like this video. See you in the next video.